I agree. It was very difficult. I don't think they allow people in anymore. As far as I've been told, anyway. Okay, let's heal up. Imagine it's due to the amount of companies based in the US. I always imagined, like, the US working so much because, like, most of them... There's a lot of people in the US that are self-employed. So, like, if you don't work, you don't get paid. But my impression of, like, other countries is so blinkered. It's almost blind. I was thinking the other day, because Fairbuy sent me all those gifts, the food. If I was to reciprocate, I wouldn't know. Like, I wouldn't. I have this impression that the food in my country is kind of like what you'd get everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such a horrible thing to think, but I don't know. Like, I literally have no clue. It made me feel sad. Like, I thought, like, yeah, I could send Fairbuy some stuff, but whatever I send him, he's probably got in his country anyway. So I don't know. And it makes me feel sad because everybody else, like, Fairbuy has these delicacies and things he knows that are, like, Swedish. And what does the UK have? Fish and chips? Like, everybody gets fish and chips. Like, that's it. Like, what else do we have? Curry? Like, that's not even English. That's not a thing. Same as America. So many preservatives. Where did that... Oh, hold on. Let's kill this guy. Our fact our country is young. We hadn't had a chance to stop developing and keep up with countries, hundreds of years of history. Yeah. A lot of history has been lost. Living in a place where you could speak a different language would be nice. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. What language do you speak in Venezuela? I don't know. And is that offensive to some people? Like, am I genuinely being offensive because of my ignorance? It makes me feel bad. Do you picture yourself living in a different country in the future, Dave? I would like to. Yeah, absolutely. It would be nice. There's a lot of ties to this country I have. Mainly family that I would be... Although, I don't know. I mean, Jenny and I have talked about it a good number of times. But moving is so difficult, though, because you have to make sure you've got an income and stuff. Oh. You've had some splendid fish and chips, one of the best meals. Haggis is a Scottish thing, I think. Yeah, haggis is Scottish, yeah. Fish and chips at an English pub out there was really heavy, but the fish and chips at the Irish pub was amazing. I've never tried Irish food. Again, this is a terrible stereotype, but I thought Irish people just drank Guinness. I should ask Dark. My guild leader's Irish. He'll be able to tell me. No need to feel bad. Honestly, intent to me was what talks mostly, not the word spoken. That's great to hear, Huggy Bear. That's exactly the same way I feel. But it's not the same for everybody, is it? That's what worries me. I'd feel terrible just offending anybody. It's just geography, exactly, Phoenix. Yeah, I should just get over it, really. Guinness is a horrible drink. Does anybody actually like Guinness? It tastes absolutely vile to me. How does he get away with that? He 100%ed me. Oh my good lord. Whew. You speak Spanish there? Spanish is your mother tongue? You can speak English and you're learning French. That's another thing that gets me. Like, I have such respect for people that can speak different languages. It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. Like, talking to people online, like, when they talk a different language, I'm just like, really? I can barely keep enough words in my head for English. Like, how do you cope thinking in two languages? Guinness is horrible, you agree? As far as liking it, people love it or hate it. It was weird. Like, I went through a period of my life, when I was younger, I used to love it. It was the only thing I drank. And then I drank a lot of bitter beers. But nowadays I can't stand any of it. It's just disgusting to me. Like, I guess you get old, don't you? You get what you mean when not wanting to offend anybody. I get the same thing when joking around in chat. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, and it's not that it's a bad thing. Like, some people say to me, like, there are too many, like, special flowers in society nowadays and stuff like that. I don't agree. Like, I feel like it's just really cool that we're aware of this nowadays. And I just feel like maybe I'm too old to realize how much or what to be sensitive about. And that's what gets me anxious about stuff. Maybe old in the way that, like, I've not kept up to date type of thing. Not old as an age. Oh god. I need him to do the chop thing, not that. English is definitely second nature to you, almost first. You like light and hoppy beers, like IPAs. Yeah, I used to like IPAs. I don't drink now, though. You don't know anything about liquor? They only had rum and whiskey. Okay. You're 19. You've only drank twice since you turned 18. That's very good for you. Like, I'll be honest. Like, when I was... the legal age to drink over here is 18. Which is different in America. But by the time I was 18, I had pretty much drunk every kind of alcohol. I had no restraint at all. It was kind of bad. There we go. 21 in America. That's insane to me. 21? Feels like an age away from 18. I mean, technically speaking, in the UK, you can drink. I mean, if they've not changed it, but you can drink with an adult if you order a meal in a pub at 16. I like the casual walk away from that as well. He does a chop. He goes, boom, kills me in one hit, and just like, he's just like, yeah, I did that. See you later. When you were 16, you're allowed to drink at 16. Yeah, 16. 16's alright, I think. You only get offended when people are being overtly homophobic. When I was 19, the law changed and the age went from 16 to 18. Being drunk is fun. I don't like but I don't like drinking. I don't like being drunk anymore, to be honest. And the thing about homophobia, like, it kind of touched a nerve with me recently that some people in our WoW guild, well, one person specifically, used a term in a derogatory way, and it really tilted me in a way that it hasn't before, which made me feel good, but I'm kind of sensitive to that now. Oh! Moderate buzz is good, but it's having the self-restraint to keep yourself at that level, you know? I feel like when you drink, when I used to drink, I get to, like, say, here is like moderate buzz, like tipsiness. Like, you get to, like, here, and you kind of feel like you're on a roll, and you kind of go, yeah, I need to keep going, and you just keep going and going until then you pass out. That's the way it goes with me. I can't restrain myself. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. And maybe that's genetic. Like, maybe that's something that you get from a certain, like, when you a certain genetic level, like self-restraint, or like it's almost addiction. It's not addiction. Maybe it's just self-restraint, or I don't know. Because it's not all people. Like Jenny will drink like a glass of beer in one night. Where did this guy go? Huh? She's really good for it. She can restrain herself with beer really well. It's very respectable. Yeah, that still hit me for some reason. There we go. Here's where I get hit by that thing. Nope. Nice. You learned constraint when you hung out with friends that know restraint. Interesting. So maybe it's something you learn. Maybe it's something that you grow up with. I don't know. You make a fool out of yourself when you get drunk. I think most people do. But although there are those kinds of people that get drunk and become more serious. Like, they have a semi-serious personality, but when they get drunk, they get, like, fully serious. Like, ridiculously serious. My dad is like that. Like, if he gets drunk, he goes from, like, serious to, like, very, very serious. And I don't remember the last time. He doesn't drink either. To be fair, like, it was interesting. When I turned vegan a while ago, like a long time ago now, and then he turned vegan, and then I stopped drinking, and he kind of stopped drinking as well. I don't know what that says about him, but maybe, or me. Maybe I'm just being him, or he's being me. I don't know. One of us is copying the other. Although, to be fair, he does have this kind of skinhead kind of haircut as well, so maybe I'm just copying my father. They'd ask you how you felt every hour. Oh, I almost dropped my drink then. Described in detail how it felt, made you learn what the body was like when it was posed at various levels. Interesting. Huh. You learned restraint because your friends because your friends lacked it. It is funny to be that person that isn't drunk who gets to laugh at everyone else. But I was never that person. I was always the person that I'm using the wrong weapon. Was the one getting laughed at. Ow! A penetrating sword. Is there a way I can drop down? I think I dropped down too far. I think I asked this last time. Alcohol has never been your drug. That's good. That's good. Unless you're going to tell me that you're addicted to cocaine or something. Because obviously that's not good. Unless you're in a country where it's legal. I don't really know what the health things about cocaine are. Well, I knew I was worth a boon. Oh, yeah. How about that? That was amazing. Last time he got drunk, he started running around and kept trying to speak to people in English. They only spoke Spanish and danced with a random girl completely out of character. It makes you, it makes you do strange things, doesn't it? That was a terrible death. That was terrible. You have experimented with stuff, but not addicted. No, always did a lot of research before trying anything to minimize the risks and enhance the experience. Very wise man. Very wise man. Reminds you of a guy you worked with who would gain an Irish accent, call himself the Great McDougal when he got smashed. I was never around people that interesting. Although, my sisters do drink quite a lot, comparatively to me and my father. They don't do anything that good. I mean, my eldest sister gets annoyed if you're not drinking with her. Like, do you ever meet those kinds of people that, like, need other people to be drunk around them? That was always very awkward. Legal or not, cocaine would be bad for you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously I would never do it and I would never condone it, but I don't know what the health negatives are. You know? It's not something I've ever researched because I've never thought about doing it, so it's... I only see it in films. Well, I'd tell a lie. I did see a guy taking cocaine once, which was very weird. Okay, I'm really gonna need to focus up. I'm really needing to focus up. This is terrible. This is terrible. He was fully American, and so was his family, but his Irish accent when drunk was so on point you couldn't tell. Like he had multiple personality or something? He'd argue that if you use cocaine once a year, it's hardly bad compared to average alcohol use per year. Everything in moderation. Exactly, confusion, yeah. There are beneficial drugs that are terrible when used improperly. Yeah, I don't know anything about cocaine. Any drug, really. I mean, weed is, like, marijuana is an easy one to understand. Because it's, well, in America, as far as I know, it's kind of legal now. But like all the other drugs are just a mystery. And mainly because they're illegal. So like I don't think you're supposed to know about them. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Let's go. Let's take one. If someone starts doing cocaine at a party, I'm out of there. Yeah, that's a good idea, Phoenix. Yeah, like I say, I did see someone doing it. I can't remember how many years ago now, but it was at a funeral as well, so it was kind of sadder than you would. I couldn't do anything there because he already hurt me. Legal in many places, but not at the moment. Not in most. Okay. You would try LSD, weed, or mushrooms, though. Weed is not legal in the UK, no. And I don't think it's ever going to be for the foreseeable future. We tend to do everything America does, but like really slowly. We're not as kind of... what would you say? I don't know what the word for. We don't do it as fast as America, but... I would never do mushrooms, by the way. Isn't that the drug that, like, does something to your brain and makes you, like, a different person or something? I don't know. I read about something a long time ago that had a chemical or something that, like, altered a part of your